You can now apply for a Woodland Management Plan online using the Rural Payments Service. Go to www.gov.uk/claim-rural-payments. Using the Rural Payments Service, you can apply for a Woodland Management Plan grant, apply for a Hedgerows and Boundaries grant, submit revenue and capital claims, and access the Countryside Stewardship Options Finder tool. Please refer to the information available on the gov.uk website to check application and claim deadlines. Search for Countryside Stewardship and follow the links. To sign into the Rural Payments Service, you'll need your customer reference number. This is a 10-digit number which the Rural Payments Agency will have given you when you first registered online. You'll also need the password you created. If you've forgotten your password, click the link to create a new one. If you're not registered or have any other queries regarding the Rural Payments Service, call 03000 200 301 or search Register for Rural Payments at gov.uk. Applying for a Woodland Management Plan grant online. Before you start an application, it's important to check that you're eligible for the scheme and that you understand the rules you'll need to follow to receive a payment. Read the Woodland Management Plan Grant Manual to find out more. You should also read the How to Apply for a Woodland Management Plan online booklet. Both the manual and the How to Apply online booklet are available to download from the gov.uk website. Just search for Countryside Stewardship and follow the links to the Woodland Management Plan information. Once you've signed into Rural Payments, you'll see a list of the businesses you have permission to act for. To make a Woodland Management Plan application, select the business you wish to apply from by clicking View Business next to the name. If you haven't used Rural Payments for Countryside Stewardship before, you need to check that your permission levels in Rural Payments allow you to act for the business. Please refer to the How to Apply guidance for further assistance. Once you're happy that your permissions are correct, scroll to the bottom of the Business Overview page to the Countryside Stewardship section and click on the Countryside Stewardship link. The Countryside Stewardship page will be displayed. Scroll to the Apply for Countryside Stewardship section and click on the Countryside Stewardship Applications link. From the Countryside Stewardship Application screen, select Create a new Woodland Management Plan application. This will create a new application with your individual application number. You'll receive an on-screen confirmation that the application has been created successfully. When this appears, click back at the bottom of the screen to continue with your application. On-screen help is available throughout the online application process, and this can be accessed by clicking on the Help link. On the Applications page, you will see that the status of your Woodland Management Plan application is now at In Progress. Select Open and then complete each of the following sections available under Edit Your Application. Agreement Name. To help you identify the agreement, give it a name, such as the name of the land or farm. Eligibility. These are a series of questions to check that you are eligible for the Woodland Management Plan grant. Answer each question with either yes or no, then click Save once complete. You will not be able to proceed with your application unless you've answered each question. Locations of woodland, parcels under agreement. Here you need to add field parcels into your application. Remember, all woodland on your holding needs to be included, unless the field parcels are already entered into another Woodland Management Plan application. Select Import Parcels to bring all of the field parcels associated with your business onto the screen. You should then click Add next to each parcel you wish to include. If you add a field parcel in error, you can click Remove. Once you've finished adding field parcels to the application, click Check Parcels to identify any warnings against the parcels you've added. If a parcel is already under another Woodland Management Plan application, a warning will appear. Review the warning, then click on the cross to return to the field parcel list and remove the parcel from the application. You cannot submit your application if there are any warnings in place. If no warnings appear, you can proceed on to the next step. PA3 Woodland Management Plan Area Covered. You need to enter the total land area you are including in your application, then click Save. Remember that the Woodland Management Plan is only available on woodlands that have a total area larger than 3 hectares, with a minimum woodland block size of 0.5 hectares. Declarations and undertakings. Read the declaration, and if you're happy with the terms, select Yes to confirm that you agree. You will not be able to proceed with your application until you have selected Yes. You have now completed your application and you need to generate the agreement documents. Before you can submit your application, you should generate and download an application summary. You should use the application summary to check that your application details are correct. Go to View and print your application summary, then select Generate. Once the application summary has been created, the date and time the document was last updated will appear above the download button, and you will now be able to click Download to open the summary. You can print a copy or save it to your computer. If you make any changes to your application, you should always generate a new document before you download it to ensure that you have the most up-to-date information. There is also an option to generate and download an evidence checklist. This is not necessary for Woodland Management Plan applications and will appear blank when generated, but please do refer to the Woodland Management Plan manual for information on the documents required to support your application. If you've included any ineligible field parcels and then tried to submit your application, an error message will refer you to the Parcel Under Agreement Anomalies report. You can generate and download the report to identify any parcels that are ineligible, as they are already included in another Woodland Management Plan application. The parcels must be removed from the application before you can submit it. If the parcels within the application are all eligible, or you have already dealt with any warnings, the message "No anomalies found" for the parcels selected will be displayed, and no further action is required. Once you have completed all of the sections under Edit Your Application, and you have generated and downloaded your application summary, you can submit your application. Go to Make/Manage Your Application, then select Submit. You will receive a pop-up confirmation on screen that your application has been submitted, and the status of your application will change to Submitted, awaiting evidence. If your application submission fails, please refer to the How to Apply guidance for further assistance. Once you've successfully submitted your application, you should generate and download your application cover letter, following the process you used for your application summary. You also need to submit your supporting documents. These documents include a completed Annex 3B and a map of the land to be included in the application, adhering to the minimum mapping standards in the Woodland Management Plan Grant Manual. You do not need to complete an Annex 3A. Your application will be processed, and we will then confirm whether it has been successful. This video was made by Natural England. If you have any questions regarding this grant and would like to contact us, call us on 03000 200 301 and select the option to speak to Natural England. Write to us. Please refer to the online guidance available on the gov.uk website for the email address and postal address of your local Natural England office. You can follow us on Twitter @RuralPay and @Natural England. You can also watch our videos on the Natural England YouTube channel.